Awia no me no abo. I Kumasi online TV, Tick TV, and Friends of Kind TV. And there, 17th March 2025. Jumadi a showdown. And now we are seeing Kunya. Ya be din komodia fa on my Ghana ho. And same bri wo ho a wo se eka. Na o man tichire no. Me ne we ka bom. Na vitim tichire man ye. Na eboy nyina mo nhye no so emfa emaye. Emse ko padum weekend yakodi aba. Yakoda ya sorry ya ba adwuma anopa ahomache bepem awia no mienu yin. Egusu aye tepete nkwa. Mse den be ye. E da me nyina nti akopon ko bibia ho. Na de wohwe no onsa entumi enka na emmoyi nyina. Ene nkoma wodo nan ene da ye pono so a ene awia yi ye ba betwe. E de afa oman no ho. Na ye hu Ghana sine besi akekera fa. Nkanko ni punto ni yedie ya da chinchirima ne ba menu mienu ombo yesobo nti abanesi ya na awose ye boa ne nyina hwe ekabom. Ghana at risk of not passing IMF fourth review in April 2025. Yewura ato forcing finance minister asema ono so ade aba be hwe na wiai yedidi ehun komo. Galamsey fight. Can John Mahama make difference this time? Omani sika yetu agudie gala boys yi sense asin. It say man panyini dada okoya wasabe oye current president Mahama. Ne braso nim say Galamsey ne je ntra ha pa. Ya na adomode campaign di tu aba e di tane yi ni free so. Na yebusa se the second coming usu sense san betima sesa ana se bia okosuen bibi de free mo betima bom ye tu Galamsey ase ana wo de comment ba e bebo yi nyina na bibia nso akoye e de mayen. Government allocates 8.8 million Ghana cedis to buy A4 sheets, pens, pencils and groceries for government communicators. We so ayen se man nebehwe na yedidi enkomo ye say emampanyini akopesika sisiare ye beto to pens ne pencil ne manema ede ama eye omobekasa de ama emampanyini no asemu ya asema Ghanafo etwon davre pa ye bedi nkomo anawie na aboye. I was wrong. We abolishing 10% tax bet wins and not lotteries. Yewura eye atoforsan asema onus kan ye abana ode omanko mabosika no ensem de ba no na o kan say betting tax ne adade no ba o silo to di enkan ne mum twa bet no na 10% na do breso no to so no be yi de free so enti mamu ka se de ne so yente sa ensem we ne behwe na ya ba beti nkomo se papa no ya bufuo ne ba ya na se ba refie e ba ne sei na ono akan ya kire o se ebe kre ne ho e wo parliament e be di ni nyina ho nkomo e wo dwumade showdown so me ba cho fa commenting na bla fa to comment section ase na menken kan nyina emfa ema subscribe mo bibia nye be hwe na onya bi entie wadaruma dwumade e showdown emfa nsi wa ha na fempemfo bai yen hyase na yensi enkonwa o dwumade so me din ani ofa danso abiam yenua bema Joseph La NDC Communication team member panyin atenase sanso ana Jan Safo Martin communication team member Asantehene MPP opanyini enso atenase adwoso ana otona bodi ne nkui na the boss any Henry entaja mu nyina ntase no omonsu buru mu no omunya mafie aya asemo na yento so na fi yeni komo Joseph mema wo aha wie yete sen
minia mwe pa na uswe
boko yesha ya che
anya izo
mudi nkudum wie ye kura
na mintwe fa ha
somebody nkudum wie je asem no mo na mo nka mo positions
asemo pressure up and down and
asem positions
nyame adum bibia ya okay ye dan nyame asipa se nyame hu Ghanafo esufre na wasani fo ma behwe Ghanafo
okay
and the na ekone de na enyem from a papa na eko antino ye dan nyame ase na ye da musu media for so this is my first time after the victory then that was musu buai because mo my platform na yentumi kan asem yera Mahama ko launch in manifesto no ehedem a yentinenka na Ghana for hunde wom I say they are holding you accountable promises say ka yenti say promise bi ampo na ya hweso to abama no nti mu boy ma yetumi project sa message no e ma Ghana for etomasum antomasum say ye my win keke by my win na chese ebeye abakosem e wo Ghana ha minim political force between abilities in the near future. It can happen, but in the near future, I don't foresee any political force. And I say, the between but Yamini, but ye da Yamiasi say, Yanya win it is ana ye to me control. Ye buy so who no more. Ye Russia say the ministers who share on one ka ye de Asantehene ye wo who regional minister idina ba na ejuma obo e share crying say we mebunu na wo pese wo join political party na NDC ntina ma mebunu ne attract more youth into that party ntia ka old men no and women na wo nche mama baba no na kan pipim and so em fam bo man we had the world there you see country with the youth full population no and a future they make an say we give the youth the opportunity to also prove their self na we are there ya obekoyi pa far in politics ana ye no medase pa
meso medase Joseph mame ko na ye ma ye nua Jan Akwaba
yeah me Joseph ofadan so
na pom je sen
oh asafe ho ne tuminti ye tin comedian ne se asida ne de be ma no
okay ja mama minute na so
echia yo mame mo no abedwafo abaso ne dwuma pa modi sum o man konkono Ghana
edase
na memfanchia ma the polling station executives mpanyimfo electoral area coordinators constituency executives commander Henry so chia pa na constituency name no me MP the humble and hard working MP ba kopele yakobna boatin in fact on kran mama na tipa o se ya wo hu pa wadawroma
o bona baka che
apa ma bona mane ona bodie bibia ni a
so o ka se mi twantro
debe ona bodie ono se de ositie no we so consolidate to the sense o kan se ne so we ne se mfunso ne bona fast no age atum nti we se me se mu no bibia be kama pa oda wasen so ne se wakai no wan fan she otirimu so nti me MP lawyer kwabna boatin the giant hard working humble one o se wachia pa na mo region mu de aja menchia mpanyimfo na memfanchia ne bi so ma o man konkono Ghana aja omuna akoto aba na omachire de emfatumi ni ma no amemmo a de bia da sole a yantia semofro echi mpanyimfo se da sole a yantia semofro echi na emu asemo se de amfanyam senke yantie a country that you are living is like a banana country just a country that you won't see the person who ruling this country so bia ye de opesa like banana country ade chia we si we obia ye de ope sabio asa inimpanyimfo o mayimu o maya ya sheda to aba say the misinya man kan yes and correct fact is a fact and you can't change it e bin see that di nyankopon kwa na betimi asa ma biasie chance wona tumi nyina hye ne
say chese empanyimfo no mayimu
na ofadan so sabi so obe sorry na obe froka na e bo atwede wo na ye say left right
na motam no mo atwede
oh ye wa atwede na ye wa atwede
ona se no mo koda
oh fadan so debi
ana
o maya ye tim de say oni we see e be koso ntino oje ho kura enye oje ho a enye wo hunu kania wo fine o see ya person edum kania na ye machine even nipa kura ye yare patu de ye nhwe ne enka no kura mfa no kura ntu akwem fadan so ye mfa no kura ntu akwem se nipa ne ye bone kura de a wotan kodo ayi nimirika ye nyina wo hanom be busu mienu na wotwe ensantemu nie ye kania yi sabi onyanya nkopon na so no na bonani na ye nhwe currently said the kania bonani pre you see mamimfa we nya scenario kakra bi mfem said me dey see da bia me ka say me oba tan ni bi na ebra na nsem wona me fira kra baaye no nse me ma no ba kon in between 7 and 8 years etimi di nkoma maka chom se me no obi ho di nkoma mo ma me nchei nti ebra bia no so hu se me no obi to ope o ma na so me hu se ope so be kan sem kire me ya ma bo mani a kire no okọ Timi here am there open kwan ko wi ya no aba da are you done? Can I talk? Na me say yeah, you can talk. Na obusa me say da. Why is always our lights out?
Da ben.
Nani be week pepepe because me free iba ye no ade be say mo na me free Accra ya me buy and Monday ya Sunday and I make answer me. So no. And I say is the lights out? Was here. The lights out. And so na panyi kakra no ono ko be 9 years now or sere me ko ya edum ampa na me say can you edum? I say that you are lying, you know the person who put our lights out. And I say me how will I know say when edum can you when edum no? I say is it not President Mahama who always put off our lights? And I say hey, stop that. Who told you? Also mo ko school omu computer omu usua ICT omu hwe cartoons me ba offer down so wada ma me ba na yes na say
you for so bono mo wan
offer down me pa cho me ba
ye mfa mo wan
offer down me nwie wie be hu de bono
ye mfa mo wan
man pa no otiso olulu o me no say de bono offer down mama mfa makura me ba na kasa na nsi o offer down so enya asem ketua
we enya start nti
offer down so some the manusi
o tamaso me we dey just entertain you know akwa bakeke enya mfa nka se nti mesiro se oba se kania se oba se eden ni de mesiro Ghana ni say we na mo ye no sa propaganda we no Ghana for atrawo
offer so see be koso
Ghana for nya policy vision any
vision de ho
ba bia nim se
edu we be ba so
ade ba ko am me tike ma me amafo me tike me nkasa o kem ba mu di nkoma am so ena ko di mekania o say ai eni pe ebondin na nado ba mente se bia ka se Mahama me kasem kotodwane wo atonsu ba bi ena ma me na otodwane no de obeto ka che ma me ne se ana ena wan ya dwane so o ma off kan ya ne duminti na sabi ne ne makoya mo ye no amfa se frigi mu ntem enti ma ne se no se sa an se ka che se mo nto ba Mahama wona didum so be so de aba na me so de oboa enye Mahama bia ku fado aban na okoye ne obada bai wo se Mahama bada bai enti no ba bia du no se yeyi asema hye we no Ghana fo atra ho enti wi amawe no mon trans na mon wi no mun nsam mu ye hu de we ni bai na mun siesie be boa danse ye wo bo we ku ade so bo ne so bo we yanko na yan hyase na fe ye ni yanko mo juma de showdown na yanhwe ne eko me hyase yan fan free aye wo so Joseph yanhwe amafo busa se ye man panyini Mahama ne second cameo wabai galamse 2012 ba 2013 14 15 16 hey galamse bo Mahama dan bagala bo won ne bagala amafo busa se ne second cameo galamse se me yanhwe ne sen simano enum mamiti
na se biu na Minchia Yura John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, the swim leader. Minchia Nebedi Yemame, Professor J. Nana Opokojima. Na membra, the hard-working Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Honorable Amokuhene. Na minkase, minye kasananke oso kachire ne banse. NDC kone ja omuka 9 billion. De meka notia se. Ana yede Esla ne adia ye gita Jomama ne de buy say ye ngi saska bi through Extra na infantia kana ne wo 9 billion no wan kanche ne ban so mu gi 45 billion enso mu wie mu sa de ka 9 billion no mo gi Extra ska mo gi tax mu de tia 9 billion ka mu wie na mu de ka 68 billion and amaka kane ne de wan ka san no because you are educating your son and you so to tell your son in Frank say hey we there say na ye one country no ban say Akufo-Addo president Akufo-Addo frisu no aban bia ba oja 3 months at least 3 months of fuel say uba no ukra fuel no kra ukutaska no kra ba be take time one country no ban say Akufo-Addo cumulative oja John Dramani Mahama 24 hours spec one kan we nyina nkyere no ba nti that is how it is ECG nkwan de ka 68 billion ka omuja to ho no nti dia ba no obie ni ho a in fact ne ban kram ye sure say ne ban kan say Akufo-Addo na dum like no because ne ban on to yes omusia de enti no me ba o chipin na me chipin enti chro to ho na react say de me kan me bua enti san na so educate to ban se be ya say and so he no culture on koye mistakes because politics but also educating our people. Is that not so? Enti mamemra your friend say galamsey. Menua ye nyina nim say ye papa John Dramani Mahama ba first term no. Uni modern boy. At least they met me there measurement and I say yastic. Ye offer power na say the na yen suosity. They make a say at least ye nyina nim say he left an time and ye water stability level then do your friend saying I'm not saying say good but it wasn't something up to even 40. They make a note say President Akufo-Addo ebe take over no na still an ye by from 2017 ebe 2020 na still an it rise from at least something 40 stability level NTU to somewhere around 60 still an ye until 2021 eba nam party here scafo edom hu gym sankofo SCZ excavators in the name of fighting galamsey ye mo billions of cedis so mo fan fight ye mo drones no mo chemo mo egi nkrofo Ghana for excavators so through galam stop SCZ excavators when nyina 500 e chemo mo say party yes anyame na make Charles Bisu ka asem we and we hear from Pomboatin report it is there e chemo mo so mo to agudie no. In fact, President Akufo-Addo is the man. Yeah, one more kwan say yen say yen quiet. Do you know what he did? Sa law be wo yen mrem.
On a mark.
Yes, LI 2462, if I'm right. I want to ban everybody from entering our forest reserves. President Akufo-Addo changes some run say yen man of kwan no ma when using the discretion. Why President Akufo-Addo obey use discretion no? On using the discretion from mangrove for license no more mining in our forest reserves. A changes our law no. A man of quine and no issue license. A mangrove for so omunko mining your forest reserves. And you know there are clear difference from John Dramani Mahama and the president who just gone by. Yera aban on so by the first week no sense here. Issue instructions. Entino yera mekas and mine ha Franco Moko hiniba no dey share
Asantehene minister.
Yes, Ashanti regional minister. Would they share the way he's tackling the issue? I think at this stage you hear political will. And Ghana for anya mistake. You are very right. Say mama yera John Dramani Mahama sa mandate to say because he carries the political will to fight it. Look, I am telling you, I won't sit here and tell you that you better eliminate galamsey in this country because a obi livelihood. Or no who say school now wakwa oditi microphone chi or no ankobi or no who say when kwani adia ebetuma man income but we can minimize it to the point at least and say ensu they make not here say and to do this no it's not about rhetoric say I'm putting my presence on the line has Akufo-Addo ever is it principled enough or no I am putting my presence on the line.
Or can't want to me anyana.
He didn't do it. Or fire dollars, or fire scar, so co fight it. Ye told drones me man. One who said drones, one who be. You are journalist. What was I said drones I told to fight galamsey anyway. And people go to jail for this. What else how bound they make? And you know, mobile no, Anna, here for mano, and a chio man a ne machine no, ne you ne chema and crofon no mutisim. They make not say this is what Ghana. I'm not just here to talk about it, but I'm telling you that and then Ghana for bufu ya mutu about boom sadema yera John Dramani Mahama amebaho changes beba because he carries the political will. Okase say na meye who born doc. They make not say and found say NDC ni na ye and then found say MPP ni ye. He's going to cut the sword left center. Now bones in the coming days. People should rest assured that he's going to make sure that any rhetoric or be fighting and he cannot do it alone. That one I won't sit here and tell you that or and I say the minister say wo enemy bra oti here nyina ye ka ho because ye can ye wo kabia ekwetri dem can not say so when he's doing it and you speak but be what chance no wo cannot correct here. He's a listening president, he will listen. And I say MPP ni na say be a wo usu wa dream bi na de beka ho a ni nyina ekosi ho a but say ye bo na say the first one no Ghana for media for you know be de no humbeji ma yewra Akufo-Addo gi galamse for excavators o twadi sande sana yewra be de na obi an support but I believe that he's a different person, and I know that normal odi agu akwam wo hwe ye fence na no ya eno ya think say eno na say Minister of Lands and Natural Resources wa launch there fenu guard on be guard yensu. That's the first step. Say yensu no ya pe guard for mbe den omunsu be guard. They are well trained enough to be able to guard our water until ye zone ye take yensu no na ye bohum ban. That's the first step. After say law na 2462 ela na yera Akufo-Addo etsade ba say ye man kwan no yera John Dramani will repeal it immediately. They make a note here say and you know this is the first steps is going to take until you strengthen laws no after ye security forces no they also be in line. Security in who say you are serious now uji galamse for excavators one candy one kosi ufie one can monk for they also fall in line. Okay, that's a political comment, and I can assure you that the SHS kosuno and yet President Akufo-Addo style be no. And have you seen any budget actually say fight galamse? Have you seen anything like that? We are going to use the district assemblies and use the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, their more budgetary allocation to do this work, and it will be successful. A political will, a commitment. Anna, yedebeye, and yes, rhetoric na yedebeye. Me da say. Me da say.
Yenu Abema Joseph Laya, NDC communication team member in the Ashanti region na onedine nsema abano. Yeko na Jan Emremu. Jan yahwe galamse fight can Mahama make difference this time.
Oh, for dance
8 minutes.
Man now asibio no abejafo na eduma pa mu koso amuguso amobo bio. For dance galamse issues we on. Life. Yeah, enkwa ho asem ne yakan. Yeah, hade ye wade bi ye na MPP NDC a ha pa de me yifrim. Hwe. For dance ye papa John Dramani Mahama. The first one no buy no. And no cry yes the second time I wabe. You see, mostly oh yes,
most first one there's so be him say and the announce somebody galamse
of dance with it of dance so with him semi floba.
Okay.
But mostly the can say oh oba yenche na dia achi na dia san na edi na wotwe na drubu sume na trabu sume na ekobu sume mienu na ekobu sume mensa hwe of dance so galamse ho asemu a yewura Mahama ma ne boys san meka no but ni nyina na yagitum we accept the defeat, big defeat. Ghana for to tia ye wono mentie sabio wo mo yese ya bre yenkwa tena nche ne entie wo mo ntie de ndisi for ka no na ya bre nso to me da ihwa ni nyina mu no ye to de tia ye fine but ye gusu na ye kaka ye ho ye hwe etimi sipi komanso elwe ho ko ka kire o mu se Mr. Kwakubu ahe Mr. Tony Osborne and one Mr. Michael ko ho ko ka kire o mu se ye ba ma mo kwan amamo tu enti de ye ba se be ma mo kwa magalamse no I mean the illegal mining no activities no akoso na enyanwanwa asem hunti ya dance ye ne atwa bi ne de ya dance ye hwe nansi just recently dunkwa regional NDC chairman regional NDC chairman see fight galamse ne fight galamse ya kobo security officer minim timi pusan dunkwa kroti heye
so NDC
bridge kwaso yes regional NDC chairman adena very say uba one country to menkra ne kosi da bay wo den kama ne municipal chief executive manenya district chief executive ne nka so we do dissect o music ankwanko ye regional minister mpo sabio regional NDC chairman na ye penso sa ne ye sir mo ba be operation ka un bondog say soldier ni o asrafo ka so mo ba dituma be operation ya tibibi say wa intelligently ye be gada ne hu de ekoso ye be boyensu ho ban ya wo say hey u bondog mo amfrɛ me ansa na me ba na yem flow na o mo di bone no kopa mo flow mo nkonko tete na soldier for no sanda no mo ana o masa akọ ye man ye be yi ana say be ne dey Mr. Danso hwe awre ho 17 na me ka say galamse no ma yem fa ayi ntutu ho no you were president na dan kwaku for ka say the timeline call beto o ye na fam de obetimi aye enu ntina na opese o koso fight ya me da bia me ka say sebio aban bi ba ye feel run space ma me fan starting floor na bia nka o so yes e bia nka ye nsu nka ntimi an stop kura na ka betimi aye yi kakra a retain integrity kakra hwe okofa sa micro machines no any other source of machines bi buy sa per operation cam life no operation Vanguard is also ni nyina no senkene na ni mbre so person fight galamsey na enko nye oyile no ho pa yile no ho de bibia chem sama asrafo ye dai ekoye bare nam say human activities ntino sabi asrafo no ntimi na ho no mama de enche enya ho so no muti mo bekọ mo kwa ya wona wote wono no communities mu no wo mo be san tene no ma be dai aba be de wo so mu ye na ni nyina nkamia no ene ne be 3 days ye western region Swaman Krobo we friend ho no Kalo western region Mame, a 38-year-old woman. A friend of Oba Mary, what is Mame? 38-year-old woman. Walk up for more, no aqua sensio. I will put them aqua 3 days in year, and I say, Missy. Aqua sensio aba, I be good no by so. Sir, said the 82 pit in this account of Nemanema, why a muddy area. Timami, Sabi, a flip on say, or talk from Ramlenim. Why na media? Western region, some na make Kalu, Swaman district, a whole na make one massimi. Akuma meno. So no, Galamsey na yes, ya babe brano. And I have baby aqua drew. Just recently, young people for any and this fuebi. And penny for the car say, Massa. So, cause I will call a mining area hot dear. Just say, a month for my well armed, well armed, no, of a so now so that for now police for your bio. Illegal miners, no. I could yes, show mono. Just a Russia and Ukraine war for no, or more than a channel, a channel test our bombono, or multiple many free best some distance or miles. Native baby, I said, Omudian in Honum. What I say, they are well armed and one more honum. It is a whole quarter away, soldier, no, you're saying, Ukraina, quite the same, no slow. One penny for me, bois, and a babeca, sent 2 o'clock into Minko. For so, Miss Semino Cassin, carrier. Nkaya Colombia sabi media grow where dear all man mikrom kwan ewo etimi me no horom te say ayi ba fine from sabi hwe womu forest said the excavators over sister excavators and chamfan kwa de ne nka ya so de akwakogu honom nya asem ketwa forest division e honom no leader no I think say e no one Abraham Castle or something like that. One of media sister station me friend say one any better twinkomo am waje penie that so some no ka say omu wie no ba be frɛ papa ya yesi papa ye meeting you see oye meeting tell say o maka be ma ba bia o keka kon hotro wa anya di no wan hye ba bia o hye na o maka na no atum obia me oni me no adi nkomo se sie mi sadan so waje penie say yo mate wo da o frɛ me a me say yo mate me twa me ho aba afa ye ko frɛ Mr Abraham Esela wase wo ye meeting eti meeting na wo ye ntini won timi nka so obi akwa nya nem kwanye dai ene ne nkasa because of no call ba nti obe kan say die omuji omu anye e won kawe forest ye hwe won ntino o de no ho anye me no kan say misadan so hwe river densu areho sem ba akron no river densu yensu bi a fun stretch na free eastern region won mo de suhum sawam enclaves won ma na san kwa ko twai akwa fa ade weja dam no na san kwa bom over 2 months now more you know now river densu it was fantastic. Yes, because mining site or mining area be any was no now it was fantastic and na you know what say kama unlike excuse me river prayer river and Cobra river tano more ayensu mo de ayo mo say you know me no ka say said the galamsey no esi aye no be and river ayensu o hwa yenhwe you see the Kimbiski power of the galamseyers no woman aban the players no woman at TSC park no so no river densu kire say wenum na eye galamsey no because ya man ho kwan say mla meye na because over 2 months time ni no na ensuo ne nye dey enti sa no mba yo mo ye o ma yiro mo ye mo pe mo je nti no ye hwe de ensuo ne nye dey aye
omba na nsen na
isadanso I tell you
na mba se boso me nsa pa nti galamsey etu ba se na nsen ya na ntie ma mi ese
Mr President says no say so over 2 months me boa
ye no 2 months dey
me aduru enru kura na de aka no kura na ka krem na du ntia fa na 2 months hwe wo say ade a ade say no hu de papa na wo ya de akwese no men dizi foi onwumtufo ibo onwo se me fro no otwe mesan me hihye no odwirigu omu dia na se hihye ne medwirigu
mo hihye no mo bodwirigu
yes say edru baby ene edey o ma ba bedwire gu so ko he ene udru ayikono wa fine galamsey na wo honom but ene ko baby e de aduru osino say kwala osino kwa de o mu de aba de aba kwa anwa beduna chamfan esen honom tutututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututututu come line for do buy na me say dan so na mani mle say me pese say bi mo da mi anom no me bo mo yesiesie anom a me ha mo say say bi me ko fa sika bia ba o me say dan so dia na mo hia wa ase no o ye hia we na me twi sika de ba ade entia say de entia me pese mo bibia de ekoso na ko bia nka oni abla wo so ba be so ayi no nka wo ba be so wa nka wo so mpafe ade ene ehunu ade ene ehunu say de awuwo enko na galamsey site wonom no wo mo wu de ewu ensu aye say ne de ese no wonom so wo mo say galamsey site wo ko no yesi agye ho akafu say Russia Ukraine war talk into they say kra no ye kwa na say de ye ba ukọ council na regional chairman bi NDC regional chairman na we security yan okobo minim
ati me da say o tam na
so de ekọ no ehu
okay me da say ye nua be majan na o say 2 weeks pay ya mampanyini mahama ba ye say insurance kwa say master kwa che 8 years ankura you say 2 months pay you politics yo my member na yan hwa de na fe ye ni komo government allocated 8.8 million Ghana cedis say yemfanto A4 sheet pens pencils and groceries for government communicators simano wotwe maminti wadaroma.
Okay. Menda sibiu. Na menkase menimbe bia ya state in the budget. I've gone through the budget. Menimbe bia ya state say government has allocated 8.8 million for pens and all these things that you've mentioned. What I saw in the budget, I think you are talking about under the government communication, right? Mm-hmm. What I saw is goods and services, 8 million. And I heard somebody, or being MP being a criticizing government, I think so, right?
I think so, Gideon Bakon, right, yeah.
I think that's what, because I'm
the
surprised.
newly MP for Dia Quanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was in government when under President Akufo-Addo, they had 128 ministers and 30 ministries. Onkononko check 2024 budget for government communication under the Ministry of Information. No, he say amount saying the sheho. It is the same 8 million.
Ghana for
8 point something million. And a woho. And it's not stated say the koto. When you say goods and services, it is not pen and paper. Keke. When you invite media, now you're briefing now, you give them per diem. It's part of service. They have rendered services. You want government people to hear about government activities, right? So you do that. And under them, they had spokesmen for the president who was paid by taxpayers' money. On top of that, they had Ministry of Information. And under the Ministry of Information, apart from their wage and salary, they had 8 million plus the same amount has goods and services. And he was quiet, he didn't say anything. And you know, budget na abano, me who say MPP for.
So what is the essence of Minister of Communication?
Communication, Minister of Communication is different. They are in charge of, telcos and regulatory. But when you say information, we don't believe in having a whole ministry for information. We scrapped it because it costs a lot to maintain a ministry. You have a minister paid by another deputy, and then a whole lot of team. And in fact, 2024 Minister of Information budget, total budget is 226 million Ghana cedis. And I use our ministry after collapsing. And I pick just one saying government spokesman like Eugene Ahin. Then we can notice next your friend saying upon Kruma is gone. And I used to Eugene Ahin back up. And I merge all these agencies under the Ministry of Information. Any staff in their question answer. Then we can notice and it is the same thing. The only difference is we have made savings. Because you are not going to pay the minister again, you are not going to pay for so many, you are not going to buy a vehicle. Land Cruiser back on we are not going to buy that again. And that budget has been budgeted for government communication, for goods and services. And then our muntias, because Ujuno Muntias, the what that's what you did, budget 226 million. Under the Ministry of Information, say the Madika. But you're collapsing in the goods and services in Kuan, shall be a 2024 budget. MPP. Now, they had goods and services 8 million under the Ministry of Information.
This was 8.8 million.
It's also 8 point something. It's not just 8 million. It's the same thing. And even say 8 million and 8.8. 4 years later, the increment is just how much? And you are talking about. Meanwhile, you are quiet under your turn. You were silent. And the door so other than that time now it means that when you're credible. Media, the men who say MPP say they na o kano. Defeat now manyano. I say omweni swa brio moi to the extent said they can't even read simple basic figures. Because when you put the 2024 budget and you go to under the Ministry of Information, you see the same figure there. And you come and pick 2025. After 4 years, there's no much increment. It's the same thing. And then you have problem with the 2025 budget, but you don't have problem with the 2024 budget. It means that what human being are you? It means that Buna Yabu from no Abriwe Niswa to the extent say kasakeke. I'm a Ghana for Tunka. You are not making any excuse my language, you are not making any sense. Because it's the same thing. They make not just say. And the young guys are petty politics, no. Now you're facing the reality that government has reduced its expenditure. Look at the goods and services under presidency. They had over 200 plus million. This government has reduced to almost something under 7 million. A whole lot of savings. They make a note here say. And then you are talking, kasaye then. Kasana yo de budget e buy a Ghana for near as kana mudekotu saying the tax refunding 30 billion na more accumulated in 8 years. Mu use just 12 billion per and a year a jumana accounts cars and no. It means that there should be minimum 30 billion now 30 minus 12 years. So things that we have about how much 18 billion we can't find it, and people will go to jail because of this. Then we cannot hear say. And then they so can't want them. But we go away and I say, Richard Ahiagwamu, and I will promise you COVID tax, fulfill it. They don't have anything to say about this budget. So Munkin can swear. He should compare note before he should come and talk. Until meaning you be anyhow. And your pens and paper as your goods and services, which include a lot. And he has been in government before.
It's like media.
Yes. The man, when you engage media, when you call them for press conference, you know what happened. You're a journalist, you know what happened. That's good services. They are rendering services to you. And I am saying that apart from that, you are also using to buy like a whole lot. And you know it's just a department. They are going to add information services department. It has been added to them.
Okay.
So all of these are expenditure that is going to be incurred.
But that's it. Sesi putupru enka ba aba sesi so ne say be 34 minutes in the TV3 Ghana. Soldier has been shoot dead in Boko amid the ongoing conflict. Enti entokwana ekoso Boko no. Ya Boko fo nyina sebi ya kan so munya jamonti ase. Se Boko soja ni ba ko etuwa kana mana sabi ye kase wa nya media ama asem no ayawre ho pa eti nyame nkopa mfa ne kransie na ye besese omunya abotere na soja fo na ebo ye ho ban omo ba se omo bo mo ban omo ma se mo ma ba kontokwa esre mo madaruma enti se bokofo ehwe no mutie ya esre mo madaruma ni de kwa so munya abotere wate na msede ya asundie no eme adaruma inshallah be boko amaye jai emra ni komo you say 8.8 million Ghana cedis ya man penso koto books any pens on the account mamitio
father so
I think just really Gafra. I think I have just corrected that goods and services is not pens and paper.
The miminya no hana me can do
that. But
so clarify
there is 8 point. I mean goods and services. Okay. That's the title.
Okay,
we all know what goods and services. It's not pen and paper.
Ofadan so na wasibio na memfasa akwan so ema ya akokese pa ma sojania sabe ohwere ne nkwan na ne busia ne yire ne manyi na ankopon chichire won moyere se basedia na asifim pa asifim ofadan so yeji na ja se binyankopon adom itimi ko class 1 kakra bi o say government allocates 8.8 million to buy A4 sheet, pencils and groceries for government communicators. Ofanso sa groceries na mimi ma yakana kakraka no amin kama mama me papa omutie me pa omuntie entiase yi groceries no they are materials that may be used as food. I mean can say foodstuffs. Those kind of niman soft drinks and not the any san niman kitin bisa I mean can say over so 8 million boa me de new a year na say be ma bon ho kakra me ntimu ye na say ye de ba old currency me say 8.8 million old currency billions ne kan wa say me I say 1 billion kwa ma ko be say 8 mu ho no na bi sa da akire over so hwe o man we won me say da bia me kan say me say yenu an mendisi for no lamentations na doso ya na kase buha na em de pa say patience exposes deception. You see kontompo ni so no be frudua manenye dey any kind yes o men ya ntimi ahweso ye de amamo se mo hweso ase yenu an mendisi for mu da so wo political campaign arena ni mu sa na me ayedai mi hu no so hunu na nke ka bibi kura na nka ye de na ye kan kura de fa na say ntas na si ye kura na enka munya de ye na magana fo hu se mo ye na pencil na friend say pen na sa groceries ya ye kan wa se min ya me bla penny dia comparison say goods and service no na so no yen so ahwehwe bi yen so de yen hu newspaper mu de yen hu nyina no bisa so mi hu goods and ho service o ba bia se we nkwan my day me hu me dia me hu no me dia me hu wonu me pacho me sira pa my boss ma minue
this is a budget of
Mr. Danso so fan a pen now fan a pencils now fan A4 sheet ya sabi A4 sheet minya yi kra na ma kira de kakra pen ya kase lodu ni nyina de agumu dan mu ato top pen ne pencils ne saa ho aka na nyina ka ho a mu dan mu dodo abekọ ha bia Mr. Danso I don't think say wan hwe krompa be se ade 100,000 Ghana cedis grabe dey ebeduru na ye kofa se sika wa nyina na ye wia indirectly yes yate yate yi so o ka se oba bi ye fe no physical consolidation sa physical consolidation over so dey tia ni say ya ba bia budget bia Akufo Addo apenso oba ye no sa budget on kwa dey you refer it as waste budget obayi no influ onom that's oba be consolidate ama bibia akoso ye ne ye be consolidate mponiye. Say the father so worker say oba yenche di blame bia anka sabi fine e say wona so na budget you wo books and then ye be kwa ni mu so ye benya be 1 year to 2 years no say so ye be kwa na ase bai e mo awrem na mo yenka pa o sika to so pro ye de koto pen pencil any A4 sheet any groceries some food items carrot mo ne sa cabbage mo ne ade apple bi mo sa ne ma bi already o mo fridge mo de wo ko mo asabi and nama egum de adutwam na we kakra nka mo office so anka so no ka mo be jado do na ma no so yen san fa mam na mo fa nkodo to we se nyina enye sika kumati na me pese me nya no old currency na me na bi o tie bia dai 18 year no enti indirectly ya cut it down ye ya fa nipa be se 4 pe and before do mo fa nipa 10 ya de on se ati so ye be se FM na se sabi nipa yen kola za won na a play true say na na do kola o use be se ade 4 million on his communicators you know said the amount 40 be kasa wo kro me say no say oh we dos no do say do me bla pa ni fellows ofosu kwache na pamfo kasa sa to the sense say yenkwa na ye bo man inform fine ya fani parodo because sometimes ka aduma kra den ka wo ye kwa nka obiem na obi anya sika bi nka kra de to bibi dia nka ye sense of adanso nka mo ha kakra yi sabi nyankopon bo na bibi e koso a oh mbetimi afani pa be se 10 am se nipa tan betimi afo mama musika nka kra so ye kwa kofa be se 4 pe 4 na ka ne se sigu nchen se bi ofadan so yenwe o masan bi o mbekwa kotom e bi ade nka o mbe so mbekwa kwa no makoye but nyankopon adom mo yile mo no ma consolidate afa 10 no se bi se mpo anka pe na mo benya panifo se didi da na ye ni nyina se nipa na nya akwadwo no be badwuma obenya bi ede edi such is what Akufo Addo government did so obey no be recruiting nipa no na obia benya na equal proportion of share kakra ni enko ese nipa kakra bi at one corner na yatam sika no boom ye ba ehu ya yesu ehu ya ene andi for do ma ya de o ade hwe onwa ha MPP for fa nipa 20 oma bete so oma fa 9 against 11 that's oma ya de pa ntia mo yansem pla ni abambo mu. But I will thank the micro minority. Said here, Omo refer their man. The micro minority. Oh yes, yeah, micro.
Okay.
And micro minority, is beating up super majority.
Oh.
So no, abribia, micro minority. They will come out with good formula of ideas. No matter can they to abontin say any say course for parliament. Ube you shemu anso na yampa. Na the super majority omuntimi express omo adina no kure so kakra me kan say the micro minority yaje ye papa ne ye buya homodin na wo hwe say 183 over the independent for best for ekwa kan okra no say omo na bia best 187 na say but now 183 against 88 I say over down so na say me boa 183 against 88 na ye chemu mienu kura ye muro ye ndumo ayi. Now so still you are not intending or parliament what didn't you sabi it's answer you no cry you can you nim the card ya Ghana for Mr. Dan so can say me there so can say a brother say sabi mesre say empanyin for bi no baby ade ne da no amemo no me nim so muntima betutu ni ye edwa bebe ifra no pa enti yanyi ho na baby o se punch baby Otumfuo bo ne ho hia no na me enkodi ne bi achi too much sabi ewura dan pare say whether you like it or not okwatena fie enti ano ne ya ba ye twa pia enti me de sa se mo kwa da bia sabi o facha me ti se me hu se ya em ko fi bi kwa no o mo kakra na me mpe se me adam betena akan adentia papa no okọ se de okuafo ye adwuma mpanifo so okuafo ye adwuma we dey opon kwatena fie and oba yan so no o megunu ho ani mo ase me ma ba na fa papa no etu sa wo kan bibi sa adetia na indirect wo nso wa ba ani ma ase na de na security ube gina so ye campaign say security by boy home modern okotin evidence ka say in terms of security MPP born home modern NDC ni be ka say obua dan para kwa ba na mo ka say fira no ho etina asembe na obeka and so you should cease fire there Mr. Adema no nuru ho no me say abona no say e wasene say ko ni di ntwa su but we dey mesem panyifo na dan para asem no ye wura dan para wakotena say nuru akwasi as say wakọ aso dem akoda nyankopon say fine na da bia me ka say wo hwe na so say nipa no oba ye wo moboa say de wo fraba o say captain Mbappe wo moa an wayi na frim and all the yaba bejinem ye hwe de yin so be ye it the make kan say de ye nuanom NDC fo aye de ye wura president Mahama wa ye ade o ma ye bia ya de a conspiracy no o ma bo mutirimpo say ye nye sei ya nya se afeni pa kakra bi o hanom ya first system ministers part be hunu the subcommittees o ma tie no committee bi ko mo jisika bi class ni minister bi I tell you committee no ma form no Mr. Dan so e bi jisika bi sini minister bi. But my first system ministers, I go for about over 100 near the near to near her. But okay, for committee need the can one, not a jump up 100 and over. So
what committee being say, baby?
If I say
committee better Matia.
Mr. Danzo, na committee be by a former go be bear. Mr. Danzo, unti bon, yo, what am I say? Unti be a near no bed, a beba so honum. It may be a minimum making nanny say, NDC abano, or ya baby on oba. No be kum no wia no asai so we fo no ba o ma meboa so no nko bia nka wo so o ba be boa magala me say ne ho ne ma ne ma nya no na be bia aye na ukokofa 8.8 billion say yemfa nko to sa pen pencil na pen ene na e bi o ma ba kura na minim say ya within be say you ba ya to ne times be 2 as 3 ene bia pen me na me pen na me to no 2 series na abro so na 2 series 50 pesos it na say pen we kura me o Mr. Dan so pen we na ntu e ko fa sa 8.8 bill adai na sabi uche says go with my fight teachers for and next for best 25 you on more now ko chambers 10 sabi o me ko pension o mo nkwa na nyina no o mo nya ho kwatakra no o mo de ayedai o mo de free attach for aside so
me dan say na me nko na fe ye nto aso juma dey showdown nim say ma me hwe na me ntumi kinkan amanfo so comment kakra na enkomo no enye de emfa emaye nyina kakra bi pe na metumi akan be me sabi enan bi na fe yento aso emfa emamu jumadi eye showdown Kumasi online TV Tik TV and Friends of Ken TV madam fa comment bra na menkenkan nyina emfa ema fa odin be bia hwe nyina free o say Danny Boy Extra Kumasi online TV more vim Akosua Morgan official 9 show Kumasi online TV. Keep it up. Jemfi Ebenezer Owusu. Martin Safujan, you are too much. Excellent analysis. Keep it up. Yamfa me saying and train transfer for Yankomra. Na eninko. Obaka me bigger can.
I have a problem with I don't know where you got that from to say you can say goods and services are a pen and a paper. It means that omu time omu share on budget mu 8 million.
My budget does come in your page now.
I'll give you the page.
Okay, my
I'll give you. I have it here. I can give it to you. The title is goods and services. Omu time goods and services the same thing. 8 million.
Okay.
And President Akufo-Addo Kojo Ponkro, they were using it to buy pen. 8 million. Is that what he's saying? Yeah, we should use logic. When they say goods and services, doesn't mean pen. Pen can you can buy your friends stationaries. I was saying because you type and all this. It doesn't mean that is all. I'll just give you an example. And this officer pen and paper. It means that Kojo Ponkro was using that 8 million now no a top pen and paper. Is that not it? Until sometimes they speak as if they were in government 40 years ago. But just 4 months ago they were in government. And I've given you the page, I've given you the budget. Kojo Ponkro budget for 2024. Yes, Mami Intro. Then you go to goods and services and you see what is there. Me ya chros and say ana wa kan kan o kan kan na tie na tie no mo ahu say goods and services doesn't mean your friend saying paper and pen say the opposite Otumfuo to Ghana for dem de mba enfutro nko no mo tutu pa ni but Ghana for near why say sa politics we bi na tetetina ye ma emu enye no say obi atumi kan kan nti me yi budget no omo 20 I think say I saved it here also na wa he say omo so mu de na de ade any 2020 2024 Kojo Ponkro Ministry of Information me yachiro na wakankan.
Okay.
Ministry of Information budget any
budget in any
and you go to goods and services now he said total goods and services I say totals goods and services column totals NHL then we cannot say these people one here until next 4 years, I wonder what percentage do you get. What's it micromanage? In politics, when you are in government, you don't talk that much. You can make noise when it comes to decision making. Who need baby? Move it enough. Then we can. Who are no need to open to a canopy. On say, I think your market they be or kasei. Or what Daniel say? Or Daniel say, comedian or kasa BNT. Is that what the noise?
That is what you think.
We are following serious business. On say minority for kasaba kwana katom because you are not making sometimes you are not even making sense. Then we cannot say you can make noise but it doesn't go anywhere. You can say twa banne you approve budget we mu pa mama be no be Ghana for we approve the budget and make sure that it is implemented. Can you see it what Fadanso? Yes. And you know over traha and I got pen. You just take it so simple. Meanwhile, until the tomb 8 million, no 8.021,
8.021,
1 million. That's information.
0.801. Yes. Okay.
Until it was for pence. Is that what he's saying?
Goods and services.
Goods and services total. That's what we've not increased it. The would giant and no one you're repeating. And you come and sit here. Now can it say there? Open so tomb for the look. Ghana for Omania bill. The whole canon and you know because they can read because budget way obia read their dosumwa koso read their compare 2024 their analysis na wie na wo afena waba afena waba tena na wotu and come bia and to be factual na static you say the city and you can say goods and services is not only pen and paper ukasa bia even obana na okana he knows goods and services because a Google can even help you to understand that goods and services I
was wrong with abolishing 10% tax bet wins and not lotteries. I remember was a finance minister Asantehene we debate making some comments we say tax we eat 10% in the free bet by maybe if say lotto count. Waba clarify say entisa But most man no yeah.
Until once again, owie budget na ana. Say time be MPP for no sebi. Omo pe obi use no ama Ghana for the na tema la pana. Omo use serum for sebi sometimes, most of the time. The nipa obe take is dirty work no. Hey yeah, I mean Adams. Or no the America no kwa then. Or the no gum. Yeah, and give betting tax via. The man was very clear. I can give you the statement, page 54. On the back 2024, but when you read, what's it? Mr. Speaker, we will abolish 10% withholding tax. The American notice on winnings from lotteries, also known as betting tax. He clarified what he was talking about. And sad topic way. I was wrong, no. I have gone through all media portals. In fact, on one portal, I have not seen where he stated that he was wrong. On Joy News, he clarified that he was talking about betting tax, which they have collected 80 million. And he said, "Uwa mi Adam, uba grigigrive expose unsano." Now say, "Mwange tax." On say the amount for silapano. Sa kasa we no kano. So be kana chunwa gum na ye lapao. Na ye fi se bia sebi. Unim de o can just a former finance minister recent. There's a scanner na muti the mahoi. Sakasa we no say omuba no ma be kasa we a minority. It doesn't mean that you don't just read now the America be kasa. The man says we will abolish 10% withholding tax on winnings on lotteries, also known as betting tax. So kasa lotteries in kwa se ko be jana wa. Why did he didn't know officer was sending in a gaming? Lotteries, we say lottery, but you identify a BNN your lotteries will told in tax and no more buy, but Oman this cano. And they were betting tax and the lotteries are a nina gaming and need your mujis cano. They make a note until you can't lotteries pay once wow. And you know, if you take it and you don't, and I already budget, some of them were sleeping. Maybe I mean Adam, no, he was sleeping as well. Because you will be a whole snoring home. Or yeah, we can say budget because on what that. They make a note as or that's in the say najo wanda or namo yena denti or buy our better. Into sorry I was yes, of course, because meaning otherwise we a plain anna so to make in kind kwan de sebi nyamia dum Ghana for do not to make in kind. When you don't need any there's no economics there. E brofo keke. And to say I don't know why this would be difficult for people to come and disgrace themselves. Embarrassment or OBGA. Ebieno no ye yusu amin Adam omo amwe no omo mbekabi ono ane ba be kana ya lapano say the amanfo lapano ama amanfo kra tunuma lapani because what the tax no what the 8 million oko ye fen saying GRA for omo ye fen statement that you see there betting tax gave them 8 million in 2024 they make anotia say 80 million sorry entino wo be gina say man give betting tax me wo waje akrabi tie fi ho or we need 10,000 you saying 1,000 Ghana cedis. And you know, some crowd when you na one home mobo, oh, Alaji Mahmoud, but me I will say, betting ye haram. Nem momuno, wundi proko, but proko mun kwano, Mahmoud Bamayaso Benu. Have you seen this? Betting no, but who we need ya? Me get 10%. Now, Miss Media, Macoham Hafa, dear ya. Cry Ghana for on the Mabuno no money aje. They on we ya cran say minia. What's your game na we na wablodu scan bi o walesu. Na bibinti o sha wunyantwa. Na we say reverse back to your accounts to withdraw no you till 10%. Okay. I mean, this is what they have done to this country. Anna yaba na ye rescue. Na una was say ade no what tin tumano and I say Ghana for nika ama ye obi pama o say Shana one found one me to na san go for omu free never nti me da bia me kase MPP for any Ghana ka Ghana kon enim chense because they believe in politics are emphasis obi hu hia because when there a plain language nti me hu baby a yewra atufo san ko trans say I was wrong. I have gone through everywhere me hu baby anti asam na waka no a statement mu kra clear who read the say he was talking about betting tax. So be say on tiase a no kwane say on tiase. but Ghana for nyina so mutiase MPP for nkwa na ntiase
ate
entino there was no ambiguity at all. It is clear statement na me dey chiro no on say still are clear obi a otie me read page 54 it is clear bibia da ho kama wa chirem say a betting tax de na ayi kakra o sa be chirem ni say enye companies no mo betting na yi corporate tax na from so tie ni ye winnings na amanfo di no no ye fe no withholding tax betting company ni te ade 200 na chire wa tua ma GR no ana wo see wa yi enu afri ho Africa na fo so but wona wo ye fe say wo ye company yeah wo also tua tax under the company tax no you are still paying because you are making profit when people stick those events betting until wo tua corporate tax but winnings nso no revenue to the youth na amanfo 10% ya ye chiri koko nso ye di ne ma no eno na ye se ye fro saska na enye ehwe ti enjanto ho ye nim se adwuma wo ho na nipa na nya adwuma papa ya obetua pay tax onko fa no onko hye sa de we nti ma ye encourage ye fro nti with time na Ghana fo nya adwuma papa ya unia utia we betting you don't know because your work we betra nyina we adwuma you betia oka but obi ono he is also depend on that and we say enye ade na yen discourage ensu emu kwan de MPP for epeso mu tafrom eno na ye fro na ye omu ya no
meso me da say yanko na fe Jan Simano bako
Mr. Danso kakra me can say in the first place na me senior man wakasa no wakasa or refer as comedian Emma Eula minority leader obenfo afenyo markings yen clarify say no enye sa na tie onte sa na emu no o parking kan say you see yenu an men this for Mr. Danso o maye say enipa ode ade ne nsa ni fan mo ade no oya no asad binkum na somse ode kan won sa no age na ade so hu no o mo budget ne say do mo yewunim said you must see no nwura ne so you be a on parking kan sabi ati say o mu a unu ba bia was ma bre kire no wato atwene but MPP especially in minority in parliament no ejiro o mo kin kan bibia e dey ehunu de wom one e ka say atofo so say I was wrong or say I was wrong we abolish the 10% tax betting when me pa cho me slow senior I respect you so please focus am tie man kasa please so what you say ade ani ade abai ye nim se bia se bu ko country akase nyina so a sa ne ma wo nyina ye games ye o mu ye anya bia afidie ene didi dwuma okrom ya no tie MPP hwe hunu se oh ene se na abade a ene enye dai enye na ye ntisi kakakra bi nye dai enfanto se de be ya ye betimi aye ade na mana ye fe na ye nie na ye kama na akro bi kura kokodi kura na se bio akokọ Otumfuo no na ni lua na o ka say oh what do you say say bibia timisi me mfa ma onya sa na odie na akra ndi kodina koto a mpanifo timi aka say ade no akra na wodi ni kwa ye din kan de atene tax na ade na akra na ye ya oba be ka se ni Ghana for say be say de omu hunu no hunu say ade no enye eduba nkron pa bra na ye campaign kra na e lua Dr. Mamuba Omia na o say nka oba na nka timi wi na ko be dey ko be scratching ko be ye free wonom fine
ena fofi e ka say onye o so yi a
ena fofi
obonya adwuma nya
Zalanso mpacho
ana dada no
ka say ne mantene sa mpacho manti mi Zalanso ma o manti
tamo meet the president that's a ka say
manti mpacho
it was say but me ka say so he betting tax e fro sie ya that's all but remember
he was a mate intino pan pacho he was a mate so what I say intino say na tie dia Nyankopon boa na me ba me dai meyi na me dia flu oba ba bia du dia mo obi a me som na mo mi ram di na chi ena kiki Ghana voice o there be e dia ye penise enti wontim nya dia na e be dai be se ne e be ya e be to dia tia mo na matena nche kakra makojima home ena mpani ampa ye na dia dia ameka ze da bia ameka se lamentation ye ni dos when this for hono say is mbisa mo say say betting tax ne wan ye na mbisa say no say omuso mbe ye ba say uko ye ya say ye da so ti wana say da so ti won ye da so ti good he me say ade ameka no o mafa eniema o mu dia na mle say me be expose ni nyina ye say no ye nka say bia ye kan asem bia ye kan ne na asibi so at the right time no e bai be ma manfo hu no so what you say wo mu no o mai omu ni pa bia o mu nya de mfa nche sebi bi mpese ma obi ni pa bia me kan asem no nya de mfa nche o kwa mfa mfiri obe ma 10 pesos obe jo 10 cedis so what you say sa no maye no enti ye ya na meka so budget no maye no baby bibi hia no de akwhye baby had o kan bebrim nani so but ye nya da che kan ni nyina hu de wom so betting tax ni wa asema makan ya ba ye de amamo ane so o ma na munya dai mum fama ye is up to now nyina no ukotwa ye te enne na nsa nyina akora ba akwakotwa ya te no obebisa na kan say oh say ye see be ye fro me ntwa bi eti ade obisa mi na me no hwehwe no the seat ne dai e kire me am so fine wo de ye ntena se omo so be ye firi honom tinka kra no na me ka se bi ada ye na no mu ye from se da bi nya sa na ye no ye de be ko parliament nti ye hwe parliament no kra no ye de ko me ba chaw ye de ko na se ye firi ho a wo hu se ye firi ho but wo hu but bi a wo no ye nte no wo ma me bi na wo papa bi ne sa ko so tax bi a esine eja ya chinchim ni kakraka e de be de guru so because wo mu ka so me yi ade firi ho no masa enya kwa omu ye for mama kwa fa de ena de abu man no omu nim pa se ade na ekoso no eye ya ebo man kwa big countries ni nyina so a me pa cho senior you are distracting me ukọ big countries so a opie ni se sa de we nyina na ye de ye ebo me abu man tax simple nkakra crime sadan so ye tete to na ye de ebo but and this 40 million omu chantro mani wula sabi ye nyanam Ghana for meeting omu say yes ade e ko na nye but tax ena de bu man tax ena ma ye de ekosoro jese mi bisa se wo no ma ye fi onyina no ati so mbam ye hunu o mo hihye ene niema o mo kwakofa e de be replace all this ade ye o mo so me dey o mo scratch every say machine tax ne wan ati say no kwa na it was not in operation na ni na no ma dey scratch ni na ye fi o ile gone
mumu ye fi o
am jese se o mo say o ma ye fi yes o ma ni na we ni nyina na kofa dia
covenant covid mu atwam da na so mo ji musika
ene covid-19 misalanso ye ni nyina firi ho o ma ni nyina firi ho to ma ni nyina firi ho no ye de ye hwan se ade be chene si oh bibia koyi kumase fo pensu ano bibia meti ko bia mi nsu a drobe no nsu fa mu ba ana se ma ye de ye hwan se sabi kan ya asma mi ko ka misalanso si na no ye mbe ma me mfa nshem e sei a plan na ku fo do ma na twitwa se mu ko so
me kan se mu mfa me che wo se se wo kakani ansem sisi yi obi abeka cho se enye ba pay bill so ana yin yanzu ni se time mo be 2 years the bend na
misala 2 years do edoso misala so ba cho
dun so ni ehun di so ka se bia mahama na
misala so 2 years there 2 years there na ye tini kra me ho pa misala so me da bia na me ka on se me san run information center bu mo ti asema me kan say MPP na nam dia dey ni light odum na acha simania so but ada na wo hetema ho na no mokofa one plant bia ba dia ba be ka ada ina wo no nto ha anwumre around 7 to 8 mo no madum no omdum na between 9 o'clock 9:45 misada so be kan kra na dey ni aso se anopapa data pay say pa dey wo dey momode ne yemfre na nipa ni no kra se anopa nipa ko ye adwuma hairdressers for ayi for tailor for pamade ne omom yusu ayi coastal for sa anopa wi say from yes adum no na in between that time na 7:30 to 9:30 9:45 for ni aso woni beti to bia da ho na o fan wan num na mo se fa ho se ho but ye nanu ba ye ade ho pam je ne kokwanans age ne ho so atiase mtadan so age ne ho wan enim se light ndi ho pam je ne oba na age ne ho etime anya mwanwa so these are some of the characteristics ya oba e wo say ye hu say yes light be put off and on ye hu say ewura kokuma
na ye off and on me
That's all next year. And I make us
on off and
on. Not yet.
I say AKA Mokwam Nkrumah can say
Mr. Dazu.
AKA Yesu Yangu Bofranda.
And no, and I make us on say plant be a coffee and the baby see. Oh, Tema, Busa, Zalanso, Busa, and you millepe, and Daniel Dum Kanian Zalanso. Yan cano cre. Zalanso, Kanian so some year, boy, a palm, I sit them dada qua you. Yan cano cre. Mr. Omidalanso, Kaniano, and you millennia near Tumno. Me who say ta say dum no pa ye dum na wia but fine ye dum no he zara buza good buza me ba matuma tade obeka se me na man na me first me ba man me kan ye dum me ko fa yi won
na own box ayo
na box ayo mi sada so za me ko fa box ayo me ko sa yo kwa mi sada mama me to box ayo mi sada so mama to box ayo
1 minute can far up na member on
I'm say wabusa questions in the defense and betting tax you know was say obi san say yes a year from I thought he could have taken the opportunity to educate the person say we will know interest say ye immediately because parliament yes I think he should have taken that opportunity but why yet the attention say you proposing to parliament be you the active certificate or agency so can on be year from and the tiase afensu was say nanka ye or nim kwan fa so a ye benye skade abu o man say ye we from it means say one kan was open kan but he didn't read anything dem we can tiase ye budget na wie afili loopholes na me betra krama kan ho asem dem we can tiase but enam say o mumu kan o ba na o be kasa you nimba be enye skade filis agap no. This is the problem. Ti kamu se mu be ye fru hono kam benye ska wan na de shem ohun nyatwo
senti o ka so
omu promise say
o yi abo nya adwuma bi anye nti no
me say omu promise say omu ba omu be ye fru omu amu de ba ne say omu be ye fru nti kom benye ska wan na de shem
ba say former finance minister say o man fa betting tax
ya kan oh and they say ya ka twom wa no ye friend say Patrick Boma be pacho say he was just lying or fasting he's still lying they make a note here say yes see rebate accounts no rebate accounts refund accounts tax rebate accounts no more generate yen e buy in 2016 mo be take over more generate 30 billion wom more famu 18 billion na di kwa ana mo di 12 billion na tax rebate and the smart physical economist Yera at 2 force international saying sankrofo e me see me be yi betting tax afro the total revenue losses will be like this and this may reduce tax rebate accounts from percentage to GDP from 6% to 4%. I'm going to get nearly 4 billion and then on one tier they will never understand even in fact you know finance minister krano he doesn't former finance or nim kan fa so Phyllis Agap no almost 4 billion and knocking up betting tax e-levy and all that my increasing feeding grant for students what you say
IMF ni anka wasem
yempo etamna so
and you know IMF asem no mame fan shem asem ai wo nyina ne say asem as wo nyina say yes NDC at forcing say we are likely to miss certain target because of 2024 these people promise key 6 indicators and they miss 4 of that. One is primary balance. They promise to hold primary balance signed with IMF 0.2 positive 0.2 they end up negative 3.1. That's one miss and you know that's one thing critical to our review. They make a notice all this in 2024 budget. Another one inflation target. They sign with IMF that they're going to achieve 15% inflation. It ended up 23.5%.
Okay.
They make a notice and that is what the finance minister was drawing our attention that government of President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Wawe, including Adam and Nkrofo, failed to achieve this key target. And because of that, likely say, he didn't even say it's likely. Somebody, Joe Jackson, because of what finance minister have revealed, it is likely that we're going to miss it out. So these are the key indicators that this government, they failed Porto, because if you give me 5 or 6 critical indicators and you only achieve growth rate, which is the growth rate they achieve is basically not growth rate, because Galam say growth rate. After so they achieved growth rate, they achieved, and then they achieved a debt to GDP target, basically because they have given Ghanaians haircut. Okay. Minimum 100 billion, now 37 billion now. It means you can offer by force. You can be from 2 out of 6. And no more achieve until we are likely. That's what he reviewed. And primary balance is critical to the IMF review. That is what I'm telling you. Primary balance they failed to achieve by more than 1,000 percentage point. Okay. Thank you very much.
But I say, remember now IMF no, remember 2 minutes na fancy. Accra Technical University student passes on after being run over by a vehicle after her exams. Eti the announce so aba yes aya Robson Kwesi party said the IC wo aya boko o man no minim say ebia mo ye to about sacrifice ne ye mo ne bia mo ehia ko mo ye ja
ablantie ono so Accra Technical ono so ene de ehu pa o de titi enye fe kula a obe ne de unya ba bia titi siasa na eba nyanwanwa mzada so Ghana at risk of not passing IMF 4th review in April at force in Eka say the whole finance minister Ghana for there bia meka ma me no papa no minuanom yam fantoma mu ye pa ma mbese aboso ye nyine won fa mu ye pa hwe u be so kwa IMF move catch you say the signs, all the signs, the symptoms, the indicators, whatever it is, all the symptoms, all the signs, all the indi nyina no na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo eja saa nyama no to one me but what you need to do, just go and enhance it. What you say? Question. So what you say? Question kina. You see, say ye ntimi ankwa IMF am bu say who say here ntimi mu ya man nye ya na. Ye wura champion. O ka tie say ye nkwa IMF. Ana afen so nya den. Ye ntua you pay car no with the kwa ka say ye ntua operation feed yourself. Yes. Feed yourself. O say elipa di me a ekomo no nipa di me a onwenwi onsu aduane na hia. Emo ye me otimi ye ya ma na ye de ma ni ginan. Ohunu enu nti na wo behwe a ene ye wura president Mahama wona na pamfo. I think say ya mo nyankopon pa every 3 months bia electricity tariff o say ye tum. Na kan ye krombo so le a ha krampa me bwa ni say ye ka say kra nyi ne ho. Ende we nchele ho. So ohunu every 3 months bia tariff no utility tariff no ye betum. Omukwa ya nye no mze ye mfa ni blem na meso light no so light na ekwa nye light de minim de wo de ye president Mahama ne NDC. So ohunu ye nsam every 3 months bia ye ba betum because we de you to force work onu agi to me say de ade ne ko ne nko yie. Mpapa bezi kai enuru akwasi entwikura na astati a pane to asi na ne ebeduru ayi nso etabere nso so hunu winyina kire se NDC aban no ade na ade ama no enya de so obedai obetimi aye ntie de bia oba no a ye be kirechirem e de kire Ghana for ye be kirechirem ne amama kaka mo amama temo ase se NDC aban we say no enya aban a sabi ye de ani to no so wo bi ne se wo ya ye ena me be generator to susa msadan so na mo kwan su be susa so kane no na ohunu ni sa kanu bon so bia so a na bia eyanwumre achekura na 3 hours na e dey ya sa so kane yin but ene ye hwede ye hu
so mse energy minister wa
Mati say so o wa ase no pa John Jinapo honorable John Jinapo Mati say so wa ase no but o ina so me light adum ye wula ane me light adum o wadawlo ma o ye me dey me light adum so ohunu me light adum sadan so aban we say anyema bia o ye bia no omba no ma betena so a nyema bebrebe na account a ye ntimi nya de emu ho akonta ba Ghana for omo start no mo omaba so omo because within 4 months go in a day anymore no say ya wula 3 months mo anata ba me fa ne sa within 4 months no ya ho se de besi a kire ha se no no e bia me ba na na bia na generator ne aso
Mati
I think he's I mentioned figures. He failed to counter
what figures? I don't need your figures.
Please. Atufuo never said we are likely to miss IMF review. He said we are likely to miss target ABC. He mentioned them. And I repeated them here. Relative to 2024. 2024 now why did they call IMF in the first place? Is it these people? I think petty politics that will land them next election. They will move to around 20%.
Ghana for one bachelor.
Jumade show that better a Joseph La NDC communication team member. But then I say, our Ashanti region, Jan Safo Martin, communication team member, NPP in the Ashanti region. You know, share that say within any offer and so better at the pass. Say oyi producer for rinka tamu se nyina de ba ye Manuel na ye okonto bibia wo MCR ho e de mai de ne ban director djuma die na ya nso so support bibia me de bram ye hia da se ya me adoma boni bia nkan na ukuoda na showdown ya famremo ya kramu nyina mo de damase bye bye.